Let's talk about the importance of finding your safe enough person to practice with. As a trauma survivor or a person with complex PTSD, it is imperative that you find places and times and people where it feels safe to start practicing some techniques of getting yourself back out there, of getting to be yourself advocate, of getting to communicate your needs. Trauma survivors crave honesty and authenticity. In order for us to start living a life that we feel less triggered by and we can start feeling comfortable in our own skin, we do need to be able to know that we're being authentic, being our honest selves, and that is safe, and know that we can trust that from another person. It is imperative that you find at least one friend, family member, someone that you know, a significant other, where you can start to practice in little ways where it feels safe to say what is and is not working for you today. In little ways where it feels safe to say, you know what, I feel very triggered right now. I need a moment to process this. In little ways to say, you know what, I feels like my feelings are hurt and I need to ask some more clarifying questions so that I know what your true meaning was behind that. And in ways to feel safe enough to say, it feels like something is not being said. Can you please let me know what is some information, more information about this so that I can understand it fully? There's lots of different ways to practice being your advocate and speaking up for yourself at the beginning when you're practicing this. But first things first is finding that safe enough person to practice with. The more you practice, the more you'll teach your brain and you'll train neuroplasticity, the patterns in your brain that you matter now and that you're going to start a new way of thinking, of behaving, of speaking up for yourself, and of interacting in the world around you. It's not to say that the entire world is suddenly going to feel like a safe place. It's not to say that everybody in your life is suddenly going to feel safe to practice this with. And it's also not to say that the other people in your life don't have the right to have their own reactions and to be too busy or not, or just to not be something that they feel emotionally available for. So that's why it's important to pick the right person to be your safe enough person. But I promise you, once you find that safe enough person to practice with and you keep putting it into play, you will start to see that it's not as bad, as scary. The outcomes are not as catastrophic as you thought it was going to be, and you'll feel a lot more confident in your life overall. I hope this helps somebody today. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.